Jesse.
What? Oh, we're doing this right now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Welcome to Gettin Class. This is the show that teachers may hate the name, but hopefully they love the content. It's pretty cute, right?
No.
Okay, well, I'm Jesse, and I'm here to take you through all the classes here at the LISD Tech Center. And, sorry,
Dude, they cleaned in here the other day. What are you smelling?
I'm a product of this program. I graduated in 2007. I was a lot like a lot of our students, really didn't know what I wanted to do. Came here as a senior in high school and really found out that cooking was a passion of mine. Right after high school, I worked the NASCAR circuit, so I traveled across the United States cooking for NASCAR. Then the economy took a downturn. They eliminated all traveling chefs, so then I started my own catering business. It's pretty successful, but just needed something a little bit more permanent. I've spent roughly 15 years out in the industry, cooked for several celebrities, Governor Snyder, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, a lot of neat people.
hey, that's dope. So, you probably need, a lot of skills to take that class, though, right?
Really, you don't have to have any skills to take this class.
Oh, so what? You guys just make, Kraft mac and cheese and chocolate chip cookies, right?
So many kids that come in and tour, they think they're just gonna make Kraft macaroni and cheese and chocolate chip cookies all day, and they're kind of in for a rude awakening because that's not at all what we do.
Just keep talking.
So everything comes, in a raw form, and we transform it in some way or another. So when you come into the lab, you look at our board, it kind of gives you an agenda of what you're going to be doing each day. I think that's one really cool thing about our class is it's a routine. Every day is different, but you have those everyday operations that you do. It's a very fun, very inviting atmosphere. Anyone that walks by is always intrigued at what we are doing on a daily basis. But once they get in here, I think the main reason why really students enjoy coming is it's a different pace every single day. Do we work hard? Absolutely. We require a lot of our students. However, we treat them like adults. They're no longer a high school student, coming in and they don't have to raise their hand. There's a lot of freedom in this class. Ultimately, our goal in here is to have fun. Our main kind of quote is happy people make happy food. Unfortunately, so many students have blinders on when they enter this class. They think the only job they can get is in a restaurant. There's so many different avenues that you can go down. Everything from hotel and lodging to sales from a food service rep to working at a college, a university, working at a cafeteria, on an airline, private yacht, cruise ship. I encourage students to be open, keep an open mind. This class will set you up as an introduction to all that. So we do have a couple articulation agreements, Washington Community College, Jackson College, Baker.
Baker.
Ultimately, if us instructors are not having fun, the kids aren't having fun. And that's kind of what we pride ourselves on, is creating a fun, light environment that every student, enjoys coming to.
Yo, that was beautiful. Well, thanks so much, Chef. And next up on today's episode is Mrs. Cagle and her class, Education in Careers. What it do, Miss Cagle?
What the heck does what it do?
What it do? You don't know what that means?
No, I don't know what that means.
It's like...
Do you think they know what they mean on TV?
What's it happening? The kids know what it means.
I have been here at the Tech Center for 27 years. The Tech Center became my passion because of what it did for me. For the first time, I was a successful student. I was able to realize what I wanted to do with my future. And I love having the opportunity to work with students and help them discover what they want to do for their future. Education Careers is a class for high school juniors or seniors who think they might want to work with children, whether it be young children, middle school, high school, in a teaching capacity or in many other capacities. When my students come in here, this of course is our area where we do the majority of our work, where the students sit. They arrange most of the stuff themselves, how it works for them. We do a lot of experimenting and playing around. I try to keep it very open-ended in here for them because I want them to take lead in the whole idea of being comfortable in education. Much of their work here in the Education Careers is very project-based. I want them to have an opportunity to get to put things together, whether it be they have to put bulletin boards together, they have to do projects that show philosophy, they have to do projects that go back into their own childhood so they can understand childhood development and how it all falls into place as being a person in education. Students are in here for the first 2 trimesters where we do our philosophy in-house learning. Third try, they go 4 out of 5 days a week for about 10 weeks into a classroom. So some of them might be in a kindergarten classroom, some of them might be placed in a 2nd grade classroom. And they literally have an experience very similar to that of a student teacher, and that gives them a true indicator of whether they really want to proceed on into education by having that hands-on experience for a long period of time. They might have several different things going on all in one day, and so with that, it is very important for them to know that they have good organizational skills and that they can keep themselves on track and motivated, knowing that different things are happening. We are a 2-year program in the fact that 2nd year, they have the opportunity to sign up for a co-op, which is a work experience for them. And the difference for them, if they are a 2nd year student, is they are hired by either a school district or possibly a daycare, depending on where the interest or a job lies, and they go to work literally every day. They get paid for that experience as well as they earn high school credit, and they're gaining multiple experiences of working with children. Whether they choose to go into education or not, as some of my students choose to go different routes when they are all said and done, the most important thing that I want them to take from this is to help them know that education is key. Whether they are going into it or not, that as parents someday, as just people in our community, in our society, they can realize what goes into the education system and the importance of it.
Wow, you know, I don't know why, but that makes me think of the saying I created a few years back. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy.
You didn't come up with that.
What? No, I made that up. It was a few years back, obviously, but...
It was on the video.
No.
2 seconds ago.
Why on earth would I lie about... Let's just do a replay of that.
Your mic's crooked.
Is it really? Thanks, Miguel. Okay, cool. My bad. It wasn't mine. Anyway, thanks so much for the insight in your class, Mrs. Cagle. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. See you next time on Getting Classed.